Sun is coming up. More schools around the country will have access to life-saving devices thanks to help from an NFL player who helped push their Hearts Act through Congress. Board trustee at the San Diego Unified School District, Sabrina Bazzo, joins us now to talk more about how this will impact schools here in San Diego. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for rolling in. Why don't we start with the basics, and then we'll get to Damar Hamlin. What is the Hearts Act specifically?
So the Hearts Act, there's different components to it, but one of the main things is trying to increase the awareness and making sure that more of our students and our staff have the skills available to be able to do CPR, and also to have the life-saving devices, the automatic and external defibrillators available.
Hence the AEDs.
Yes,
now
correct.
I have seen them employed and demonstrated, and it seems pretty self-explanatory, but there's some training involved that in a crisis moment where seconds matter, the sooner you can apply these I don't know what do you ever call those, the patches, that you could perhaps save a life.
Yeah, absolutely. And the more we can have our staff and also our students know how to use these devices. In fact, last school year at one of our high schools, we had a teacher collapse in the parking lot, and fortunately one of our students started CPR on him, but it was just because they had those skills before the emergency services arrived. But having more of our students, more of our staff be able to do that is going to be an incredible life-saving opportunity.
You and I might not be having this conversation if it wasn't for Buffalo Bill safety Damar Hamlin, who I remember watching that game. It was the first time I've seen him stop an NFL game. He literally died on the field and was revived by both training staffs, and I don't know if an AED was involved in that. It might have just been hardcore resuscitation efforts, but the fact is he then joined the fray, and his near-death experience helped push us across the goal line, if you want to use football analogy.
Right. And our schools, so San Diego Unified is the second largest school district urban school district in the state, and we have over 90,000 students. We have 6,000 teachers, in addition to all other staff that are on campuses, family members, parents. So having these devices available and knowing how to use them is going to make an incredible, life-saving difference for people.
First of all, you can't just have one in the office. You need to have them scattered around campus,
yes.
Right? How expensive are they?
I know when they first started, I actually worked at the Heart Association as a health educator when AEDs first widely became available. So they were distributing to places like golf courses and airports, and now having them at schools, it's amazing that we're able to continue that. And I don't know the exact price of AEDs, but I think they're pretty reasonable by this point.
Well, that price will come down as they become more and more prevalent. And is this I guess when you think of kids, you're thinking of young kids. You don't think of heart-related events,
right?
But they do happen, right?
Yeah.
Statistically?
Yeah, about 23,000 students or children every year suffer cardiac arrest, which is pretty alarming. And especially in some of our low-income communities, a lot of those students don't necessarily have access to regular health care. So they might have undiagnosed health conditions that we're not familiar with or don't know about, or even their parents don't know about. So being able to have both AEDs and the awareness on the part of other students and the staff at those schools is going to be extremely important.
So how quickly are you going to be able to say, job done, we now have 5,000 of these units in schools across the county, or what is the goal? I mean, is to have like 5 or 6 at each school? Yeah,
I know the Heart Association is trying to increase by, I think it's like 50% by 2030 to have more, increase that awareness. So at San Diego Unified, we're still working out the details on how that's going to work, but absolutely being able to have multiple AEDs at each school in different parts of the school, because some of our school campuses are spread out. Yeah. And we do have them available at many of our sporting events, but now being able to actually have them in the classrooms, in the office, is going to make such an incredible difference and save lives.
All you have to do is save one life, and it's all worth it, right?
Absolutely.
Sabrina, thank you so much for rolling in, and I wish you a safe day today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.